There are three ways that a man needs to prepare for Shabbat. What are those three ways? As Harav Eliyahu Netaneli Shelita explains, Machshava dibur maaseh, that a person needs to have in mind that I'm going to accept Shabbat. That is Machshava, by your thoughts. Obviously, you want to refrain from thoughts of divrei chol. You want to have thoughts of spirituality on Shabbat. Just by accepting Shabbat upon yourself in your thoughts, by lechadodi, before Shabbat, that is one of the preparations. Machshava dibur, number two, dibur. Dibur is by doing shenai mikra targum echad. That the person, that a Jew who comes and he goes through the Parashat HaShavua, the weekly portion of the Torah, 2 times, and with the Targum, with the translation of it once, then he is preparing for that as well. When is the best time to do Shenai Migra Targum Echad? It's in the morning of Yom Shishi, which is Friday, Erev Shabbat. In the morning, while you have your tefillin and tzitzit on, you go to the Parashat HaShavua 2 times with one commentary, preferably Onkelos. Then you would fulfill this preparation of Shabbat, which is Dibur. Why is it in the Dibur? Dibur means talks, words, because you're saying all these words of the Parashat HaShavua. And preferably you want to hear what you're reading. Not just mumbling, you want to hear what you're reading. And number 3 is ma'aseh. How do you prepare for Shabbat in action? By perhaps shopping for the needs of Shabbat. Nowadays we don't shop so much on Friday, right? But at least by doing something for the actual preparations of the meal of the Shabbat, perhaps one could, clean his house or help his wife with preparing the home. That is action. That all requires action. For Shabbat, then you have fulfilled all the necessary steps to prepare for Shabbat. And it's needless to say that Dibur also could be understood as refraining from speaking Divrei Chol. Unfortunately, sometimes we hear we hear from people, they say, Beli Lashon Hara, and they say all the words of Lashon Hara. Right? On Shabbat, obviously a person needs to refrain from speaking Divrei Chol, which is mundane things that we usually talk about on the weekdays. We don't speak on Shabbat. We try to refrain from all those. And Be'ezat Hashem, with knowing and practicing all this, our Chachamim tell us that by Dibur, a person who does Shenai Mikra Taqum Echad every week, right, preferably on Yom Shishi and Erev Shabbat, and if not, by Mincha. By Mincha of Shabbat, if somebody finishes reading, going to the words of the Parashat HaShavua with one commentary, then he would get a long life. That's also segula for long life. Obviously, we don't do mitzvot for its rewards or its segulot. We do it because Hashem tells us.